afternoon or evening, and welcome back to Factorio here on Edenia. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get rid of this copper setup because it's in the wrong place, because I've only just noticed we're going to be using this oil, this episode even, we're going to be using this oil, but all of these furnaces are in the way for what I have in mind. So let's create some room, let's get rid of all these furnaces, and let's build them on the other side of the tracks. There we go, and I'll be with you in just a second. So now that we have the copper where we want it, there we go. Oh, not like this. So you can do it something like this easily if you want to make sure that these get enough resources. So these are the ins and the outs of the furnace. It's really easy to set up. I've got them 2 by 2, which is not entirely necessary because, well, you could of course space them even more because there's complete overlap with these. But you know, why not? Let's just do it like this. We do need an extra pole here. That's a bit of a waste, but you know, can't be helped right now. We'll have this one over here. It will all look nice. There we go. Good enough for me. So let's put the the copper on the belt. We've got some spare copper over here as well, which we're also going to turn onto the belt. We're going to control click all of the copper we have into these furnaces and all of the coal as well, because we don't want to carry a lot of coal. We have researched circuit network because I'm just going down the aisles, just seeing what I can research, just grabbing it all. Let's fill these up with coal. There we go. I think that's it. I think that's going to be it. So now we have room to finally work on the oil. And we're going to do a lot of oil in this episode because we want to be making plastics. And plastics should go on this belt, which I reserved next to the steel because it's one of the materials I want to have connected together. I've also reserved this belt for the eventuality of having the red electronic circuits, which is the next step. Iron sticks, I could put iron sticks there or wood, but those are not used very often, and for the times that I do need to use them, I'll just make them myself. It's just for tools as far as I can see, and for lamps. And we're not going to mass produce lamps, we're just going to grab electronic circuits and iron plates whenever we need to. So yeah, that's going to be fine. Lamps are very cool, by the way. They don't take up a lot of power either, and they will keep your place nice and lit at night. But for now, we'll not bother with them just yet. This is still running nicely. We're still producing plenty of ore, creating a backlog even, so that's fine. And copper is probably the same thing, although I can't judge right now because this is still very full of copper plates. But I think this will do nicely. This will do fine. Looks like we're about keeping up with the demand. We could add some more of these electric mining drills if we want to. You know, why not? Because we've got the materials, we've got the power to support them, so why not be a bit more future-proof, right? There we go. We'll have one here as well. And the last one will be here. There we go. Railway. Oh, that's going to be very fun. But I think we want basic electric energy distribution 1 first, so we can have medium and big electric poles. There we go. So we can get rid of these small electric poles for once and for all and just have the steel ones, because we're mass producing steel, we're not mass producing wood. So this is small electric poles. These cost wood and copper, but as soon as we've got these ones, these will cost steel and copper, which is, for our cause, a lot easier. So there we go. Iron is being put back on the belt. This is a bit of a mess over here, but there wasn't any cleaner way I could do this. At least not that I can think of. No, it was just a bit too tight to do it any other way. We could of course done it here, but you know, whatever. This will do fine. It's a bit of a small intestine kind of build. But it works. Works like a charm. So, yeah. How about some oil, right? So let's take a look at where it is. Oil refineries and such. It's probably under here. No, where is it? Where is the oil pump? I do believe I've researched it. Am I that blind? Or... I probably am, but I can't see it. I can't see oil refinery. I have researched oil refinery. I'm pretty sure of it. Let's take a look. What we have. Automation. Turrets. Have I not researched it? Oh no, I haven't. Jeez. Alright, that's a bit of a bummer on my part. I thought I had researched it. Alright, so we might have to wait for a bit for the research to tick in, but at least we're making plenty of potions to make that happen fast. So, yeah, bit of a bummer on my part. I'll just continue extending these main lines, because before long we'll need to actually extend this, because we're running out of space. So let me grab a lot of belts and let me extend this just a couple of blocks. So let's research this properly this time. As you can see, I've extended the main lines, and we're going to do a bit of paving as well while we wait for the research to trickle in. This is going rather fast though. If you ever played this game, if this gets done within 5 minutes, that's rather fast, because you can do a lot of things in 5 minutes. In this game, I can do a lot of paving, for example, which I actually need to do. So yeah, let's grab some brick and let's get on our way. So now that I'm extending these belts, I can see that copper wire is actually one of my bottlenecks, because these are just handing it over directly and there's no new copper wire coming down the line. So we might want to extend this production, which we can easily do, as I'll show you right now. We'll just grab, let's see, what do we need? We just need the copper from here, do we? Yeah. So let's extend this a couple of blocks this way, then this way, like so. And we'll just add a couple more assembler machines. So we need some actual copper for that. There we go. 2, that's perfect. We'll have 2 of these machines extra. And we'll just extend this all the way to here. Just have 1 and another one. Come on. Let's shift right click this one to shift left click it there. Shift left click again. Add some of these, add some of those. There we go, and there we go. And this is how easily you can extend your production, because we are now creating more of these copper wires. And if not all of these copper wires are being used, we're actually creating a backlog, so it gets on the main line. And we can extend this as far as we want, really. We might need to use some landfills and clear some space by destroying some trees, but that's fine. You know, we can extend this however far we want. Now let's take a look at the other products. It does seem that there's not enough iron to go around for these iron gears, so we might want to up the iron production eventually. What we could do, of course, is make sure that iron gets added somewhere else on the main line, so that if we take it from somewhere, there's still a backlog over here, so that these iron gear producers can actually get some iron from up there. So if you split your load by having multiple mines, for example, there's a big iron patch over there, and I bet your ass it's in a forest though. But if you could just make a production of iron plates there and bring it up and add it to the main line over here, then you're set to go. And this will keep piling up because there's already iron being brought in here, and this will keep piling up, and there'll be enough iron to go around for these iron gears. So that's one way to increase your production. There we go. Oil processing is researched. We'll have some fluid handling as well. Oh, small pumps. Nice. So we don't need the big pumps anymore. We can have small pumps now. That's fine as well. But yeah, to add more iron production here, that will do actually, because we're running out of ore. So we might just want to up this production as well. So let's make some of these. Let's have some iron plates delivered to our face. Where is it? Here's the belt. There we go. Nice bit of iron. And now we can make some more mining drills. Let's have 6 more, because we're running out of ore, literally. Yeah, this is not keeping up. Not properly. Because look at this. There's no ore being delivered at all over there. So we need the extras. So let's take a look. This one is actually going to run out very soon. So we're not going to build one on top of that, but we'll build one on top of here. And here. And here. There we go. Now, how did I do this? These, yeah, these will just link up with another pole, like so, and like so. Just need some iron belts to get the actual products out of the way. There we go. And now what we could do is actually expand this way and this way. We'll just have one more of these, come on. There we go. And these need some power as well, of course. So there we go, and there and there. Now let's run some belts up and down. And these will go all the way to here to be added to this line. Nice. So now we've got some more iron ore production. Let's hope that will instigate all of these furnaces instead of just a couple. This is going to pile up a bit, so not all of these will work at the same time, because they can just not get rid of their product. One easy way to fix that is to make the main line faster. So let's see about doing that. Let's grab the fast transport belts. Let's make the main line over here actually faster. So we'll just stand here and we'll upgrade this line. There we go. And I think this will get rid of a lot of this backlog, but not all of it. No, because there's still a bottleneck. Still need to actually upgrade this bit. And there's a tunnel as well. We'll just do it up to there for now, because we've reached enough ore production that all of the furnaces get their turn. So that's nice. Advanced oil processing needs some blue science back, sadly. We do want some lab research speed. So now that we've done the research, we can finally make some pump jacks. We need exactly 10. I've already calculated. Well, I say calculated, I counted. Probably counted wrong, so I'm counting it again. No, it's 10. We need 10 pump jacks. These will get the crude oil out of the ground. These pump jacks can then be hooked up to pipes, and the pipes, of course, can be hooked up to refineries, where we'll process the entire ordeal. First, let's make this nice and paved. So let's start like this over here. I think this will suffice. Yeah, this will. Great. We'll have some nice paving going on. There we go. And we'll have the oil inside of this paved area. I don't know how this works. If you pave over oil, normally it will shut it off. But in this game, it works just fine. You just pave around the oil or something. It's a bit unclear to me as to why it happens like this, but it's fine. I'm not complaining. We've got pump jacks go like this. We'll all point them to the same direction, because we want the oil to go this way. We'll have some refineries up here, and this will produce a lot of pollution. As you can see on the map, if I press Alt, we're already, let me put it like this, we're already spreading in pollution. but we're going to spread even more. It's going to be ridiculous later on, especially with these oil pump jacks. Jeez. This is going to be a bit of a tricky one because we can't just go sideways with all of them, so this one will have to point down. That's fine, and we'll just have it all being pumped into some tanks so we can save up some oil, and from there it will be pumped into pipes, and these pipes will go to refineries. Now we might want to set up the refineries over here instead because there's a bit more space. That would be fine with me as well. So let's take a look at how we're going to do this. So this would pump into the other one, and that's simply not going to happen. So we'll do it like that. We cannot put them on a grid like we normally do with machines, so we'll just have to be a bit creative with the electrical poles. So we'll just put one like this, and we'll put another one like here. It's all going to be a bit crazy, a bit windy, but we'll be fine. Let's make some pipes to accommodate later on. Have another pump jack. There we go. And we should make one of these vats as well, which takes a lot of iron. Luckily, we've got plenty of that. Oh, we've researched the tool belt, which is really nice. A lab research speed 2, we'll do that now. Tool belt will give you an extra hotbar, as you can see. You can switch them by pressing X, so that's really good. What we're going to do is we're going to not put this on there. We'll have this reserved for when we upgrade to the faster transport belts and splitters. I've completely botched this up, didn't I? Yeah. We'll take this one for the electric furnace, and we'll take this one. I don't think we get a better mining drill, so we'll just have that one over there then. We'll have this one for fast inserters. However, do we need many fast inserters? I don't think we do. We'll just do it anyway. Long-handed ones. We only have one type of long-handed inserter, so that we'll have to do. Medium electricity poles. We'll have this one for big electricity poles, and we'll save this one for, I guess, substations, because substations are the future. How should we do these? Should we put them like this? We'll just have them point up to this area. We'll put some vats over in this area. So let's hook it all up. We might want to have some underground pipes as well, so we can walk in between them, but I don't think we need to be walking a lot down here. As I said, this will be substations. Yeah. Alright, so pipes. We need plenty of pipes and a couple of vats. Some underground ones as well. Let's make 10 of them, and let's make 50 pipes, because we're going to be using them, I bet. So now that these are all hooked up, let's have a couple of these vats. And you can just link them like this, I guess. Yeah, you can. Looks a bit weird, but they're linked. And this will be the output then. So let's grab the output. We'll just have this as extra storage, and we'll do the oil refining over here in this area, because there's a nice big area we can use. So let's have this pipe go like this. We'll save some pipe by using undergrounds actually, and to make sure that we can walk somewhere. We do need some undergrounds here incidentally as well. So there we go. And another iron pipe. There we go. Yeah, that's oil. Oil's in here. Let's see, advanced processing. No, we do need some sulfur processing in the nearby future though. So let's research that before we forget. Now, in order to process this oil into something useful, we might want to do this a bit higher up actually. So let's do it somewhere. Let's do it like this, and then we'll just have a line going like this, and we'll have some oil refineries. So these are pump jacks. Where's the oil refinery? That's the steel furnace. Is it an intermediate process? No, it's not. then where is it? I'm blind again, aren't I? Here they are. The oil refinery, for which we need a lot of pipes, and the chemical plant, which we need later on. First of all, we're going to need iron. So we'll nick a lot of iron. There we go. And we'll have, you know what, we'll have 3 oil refineries. We'll have a chemical plant for now as well. These oil refineries take a couple of pipes and a couple of other misc materials that we already have on us, so that's nice. So yeah, I think this will be just fine. So let's see if we can get these oil refineries up and running. So, oh, these are quite big. I've got a couple of inputs and a couple of outputs as well. Let's just plonk one down. Let's see what happens. Give it a bit of power. We'll give it power from here. Otherwise, it would be a bit ugly, if you ask me. Well, we can't reach from that one, from this one. You know, this will be fine. It's got power. We'll do basic oil processing. It's full of oil, and now it will make petroleum gas. And let's see, petroleum gas, light oil, and heavy oil. All right. We're not going to be using the heavy oil and the light oil for now, but we might later on. So let's see if we can actually do something with it. I know this trick, which is a bit of a cheap tactic, if you ask me, but it's a nice little trick. If you want to get rid of fluids, you can just put a steam boiler on the end, like this, one of these steam engines, and they will even produce a little bit of power, but get rid of the product altogether. But you know, that might be something we think about later on. For now, let's just make sure these work. Basic oil processing and basic oil processing. There you go. The one we need right now is the petroleum gas, but we do need to get rid of these, because otherwise we don't get any extra petroleum gas, because it will be full. It will say I'm full. Let's see if we take out the petroleum gas, for instance. Let's make a quick tank to demonstrate. We might want a tank on the ends of these anyway. So where is it? The tank. There we go. It will for now make a bit of petroleum gas, but it will eventually run out. We'll get rid of this because we don't really need to have a tank. Do tanks retain their contents? No, they don't. Sadly. That would be really cool if you could do it like barrels. Barrel it up, take it somewhere else. For now, we'll see what we can do with the light oil, but I'm afraid there's nothing I can use it for. We can use it for solid fuel and solid fuel. Alright, so we can actually do something with it. You know what? I don't think we're going to do anything with it for now, so let's just siphon it off to... oh, we can research automobilism. We can make cars. Oh, that's nice. And plastics. This is actually the one we want first. Plastics, there we go. It's petroleum gas and coal. Now we've got a bit of coal coming in from here, so that's fine. That's nice and easy. First, we're going to cheat our way into oblivion by getting rid of these oils. I don't know if these oil patches are infinite. Expected resources is 0.4 per second, but it doesn't say how much is left. So I'm just assuming it's infinite. And I know, assuming is dangerous, makes an ass out of you and me, but, you know, we don't know for sure yet. So let's get rid of these fluids by putting them into steam boilers and linking them up with some cables. There we go. Now we are getting rid of these fluids. And we're just keeping petroleum gas, which is nice. These fluids will not produce any power because we've not put them through a boiler and they aren't hot enough to produce power. What we could do now is grab some of these pipe to grounds. Oh, accidentally making them. I should just grab them. and place them to somewhere about here, and siphon off the petroleum gas to some chemical plants. Because these chemical plants, right, we want to make plastics. For now that's not possible. We'll make sulfuric acid in the future and sulfur as well. For now we want to make the plastics, which is not researched just yet. But what did it say it would take? Coal and petroleum gas. So we do need to siphon some coal into this area. I think we can do it by splitting this one off and having it go behind. But it would have to be... Yeah, I'll pick these up because we need to move them just a bit. Because we need a bit more space. Just a bit more. There we go. Putting these here then. We'll have 2 more chemical plants if you don't mind. And what else were we building? We were just waiting on plastics, that's what. Yeah. We need to wait on the plastics. We'll see, can we put it there? Yes, we can. Nice. We'll have you over here. I will put another one of these poles down here. Nice, and we'll just make sure that the coal gets here. And you can go here as well. And you can have your own electric pole too. Great. We'll make sure that the coal gets there. Oh, we need to be a bit closer. There we go. Yeah, this will do nicely. There we go. Do we have... we don't have any power over there. We might just want to use some burner inserters. And look at that. We've got 3, exactly 3. So these will extend, these will feed themselves whenever they want to, and that's fine. So now we're just waiting on the plastics. And there we are, finally plastics. So now we can actually set these to plastic bars. There we go. And this will probably get enough petroleum gas to actually get in the plastic. We might want to make some more of these burner inserters. Oh, that was fast. I'm just researching like crazy. I don't even know what I'm doing. Robotics, rocket silo. Oh, that is going to be great. So yeah, 3 more burner inserters. That will do nicely. There we go. Just to add a bit more coal so it can keep up. There we go. And we should now get out the plastics. So let's grab this, this and this then. And these should be added to the main line. So we'll have a splitter, like we always do. Other way, please. I'll have a splitter the other way. And we'll have this link up to there. I don't know what I'm doing per se. Yeah, this is what I want to be doing. This can go up then. We'll have a tunnel over here because I wanted to leak out the petroleum if we could. And like so. Have another tunnel. I'll have a bit of a bend. This is not gonna. No, this is not gonna fit. We'll have to do it somewhere else. How do I go about doing this? Can I reach a tunnel from there to there? No, I can't. Alright, so this will have to come back a bit. Because we need to do something over there. So let's do it like this. I'm pretty sure I can cover that distance. Yes, I can. And we'll have to make sure that it can go under and over. So let's build another tunnel. Let's build a couple, actually. And there we... plastics on the main line. So we've got iron, copper, steel and plastic. We've got gears, copper wires. We've got electronic circuits. We can make advanced electronic circuits later on because we're going to need a shit ton of them. And we've already got inserters and transport belts on here as well. So we are doing quite fine, because plastics is one of the things that we need very soon to make the third kind of science file. See, we can't make them just yet, but they will be here in the future. And so yeah, we're doing quite well actually. So I just want to end the episode on that note then. Do we need more inserters on this belt? Yeah, we do kind of, don't we? Because these will not keep up. So we need 2. There we go. Now that's a lot of plastic. So thank you very much for watching. If you did like this episode, you are free to leave a like. And if you didn't like this episode, you can press the dislike button as well. It doesn't help the channel, but at least you're being honest on the internet. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys again next time. Have a great day.